Howdy all, this is Shane and this is my Squire Classic Vibe guitar. I absolutely love this thing, and it seems that I have one small problem with it, being that the jack is perpetually loose. So what I decided to do, rather than just keep tightening it up, and I've tried different washers and all that kind of stuff, I actually went ahead and I got one of these. So this is the new cup for the jack, and basically, as you can see on the inside here, it's got some screw holes, so you can screw it into the body of the actual guitar to keep it from moving around. It also comes with a jack and some screws. This was only a few bucks, maybe 10 Australian dollars all up on eBay. I've been wanting to do this for a while. So this is like one of the worst designed things ever. It's just terrible. So yeah, let's go ahead and try and put this in. I haven't done this before, so I'm going to show you the way that I do it, being an amateur at this stuff. And yeah, there's always people that know how to do this stuff a hell of a lot better than me, but this is kind of like a guide for those who are facing a similar dilemma and they want a solution and they might not be technical experts. So keep that in mind. I'm going to show you how I'm going to try and fix it with the use of a couple of tools and my iPhone. So let's go. So I'm going to start by just using some pointy nose pliers by turning the nut around until it comes loose. It's already pretty loose. Let's see if I can do this with my finger. Yep. So as you can see, this one doesn't have any screw holes, and this one does. So this is going to be good. So looking at this, the jack itself is fine. So I'm going to see if I can work with that with the part that I just bought to maybe save having to solder. But before I do that, I'm going to take off this just to see what's going on. Make sure that the wiring itself is fine as well. Yeah, it doesn't seem loose. So I'm looking at the part I got from eBay, top one, and while it's slightly different, it looks pretty much exactly the same. I don't know if there's a benefit or not when it comes to this one here. I think what I'm going to have to do is try to get rid of this little piece that's sort of stuck in here. I don't think I'm going to need that anymore. I could be wrong. So what I found out was not much regarding this little plate. So I'm going to see what it's like if I leave it in there. And it would appear that when I put this through, that I use one nut on one side of it, then the other nut on the other side, and then the actual clip. So basically that's never moving again. Let's give this a go. So the first one is this one. This might just create a bit more tension. As you can see, I've still got the plate off. I've done that because sometimes when you turn parts, the wires inside can spin, and that's not good. So, alright, that's not going anywhere. So that looks like it's about as far in as it's going to go. Now, I'm not going to do it all the way tight, but it's pretty much in there. So this particular one, I've tried to screw in fairly tight there. Now we flip it back, and we do the other one again. Now, as you can probably or hopefully see, I can't expect that to move a whole lot. It may move internally to some extent, but I think because it's actually like locked down like this, that the movement should be very, very limited. So let me grab a cable. So let's go ahead and make sure this still works. And just as a side note, you might be wondering why I had my iPhone mentioned at the start was because if I do any soldering work, I take photos of how it looks before I start and make sure that I put everything back the same way. That's all it's for, it's just reference. So take a photo of things before you go to change them. That way when you go back, it's as it was, or you should be able to follow the photos. That's my theory. So here we go. Cool, sounds great. And if I stand on my lead, I doubt the whole thing's gonna come loose now. That's one huge problem that the original cups have, is that they're just sort of like floating around in there. And yeah, it looks super cool. I actually have a 1952 reissue Fender Telecaster that's going in for a fret job today, actually. I'm gonna ask the guy doing that whether or not he can just put one of these in for me on that guitar, because yeah, that's way better. That's absolutely rocking. This, if anyone wants this, you can find it in the trash. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions on ways to make this mod better or easier for everybody who's doing it, feel free to. Like I said, I'm not a professional guitar tech. I just like to fiddle around with stuff, make sure that I can get it working again in any way I can. And I also do a lot of trial and error, so you know, if this isn't the right way to do it and someone mentions it, I will then go back and fix it if I have problems with the way that I've done it. So yeah, I'm open to ideas and questions, and if you have anything you'd like to add to the video, do so, and I will get back to you when I can. Thanks for watching. See ya.